Hi everyone, this is Christine with the Two Pink Ladies. I am working on part 4 of the Gypsy tutorial, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Alright, and you're going to go ahead and tap on the Cricut button, and it'll load your application. And it brings up this menu right here of all the different choices you can make, and we're going to choose New. And as you can see, it has several different choices right here for you to make. I'm not sure how much you can see or not, but this one, it shows you can use a 12 by 6 mat, a 12 by 12 mat, or a 24 by 12 mat. So I usually typically use the 12 by 12. So we're going to tap on 12 by 12. And it's going to bring you up to the screen right here, and this is your working area, your working surface for your designs that you make. So down here on the bottom right corner, there's a button right here. It looks like a bunch of little squares. You're going to tap on that. Your hourglass will come up showing that it's working, and it's going to bring up your Keypad Overlay. That this is probably the last one I played with, so it brings up the last one that you played with. But if you don't want to use this one, which is called Freshly Picked, what you're going to do is you're going to tap on this bar right here. Tap on it, and it'll bring you up another screen. This screen shows you all the cartridges that you have on your Gypsy and that are available for you to link to your Gypsy. So up here at the top, there's a bar, and it has a little arrow. You just tap on it, and it'll bring it down a drop-down menu. And it says all cartridges, linked cartridges, and cartridges in use. All cartridges, if you tap on that, will bring up every cartridge that they have for the Cricuts, and probably the Imagines too, because I think you should be able to eventually download the Imagines on here also. But any of the ones that are highlighted in red are the ones I do not have linked to my Gypsy, which means more than likely I don't own those cartridges just yet. So they're in red. The ones that are in black are the ones that I actually own and that are linked to my Gypsy. I'm not sure how much you can see of this. Maybe if I got a little closer. Back it up a little bit. And tap on that top bar again and hit linked cartridges. These are the ones that's going to show you all the ones that you have linked to your Gypsy. The ones that you own, the ones that you purchased, and the ones you've linked to your Gypsy. The cartridges in use, if I was working on a template and I was using several different cartridges on one template, it will actually show you the different cartridges that are in use. It'll list the ones that you're using, so you'll kind of remember what you're on. So I'm going to go back to link cartridges just to make it a little easier for me. And I'm going to pick, there's 2 cartridges that actually come linked already into your Gypsy. You don't have the actual physical cartridge, you just have the cartridges in your Gypsy. It's called Gypsy Font and Gypsy Wonderings. I'm going to tap on Gypsy Font, and it brings up your Keypad Overlay for that particular cartridge. I'm going back up just a little bit. And it looks just like your Keypad Overlay that you use on your Cricut or your Expression. And it works just the same. It has the shift lock. It has all the different features that you have on your keypad. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Shift Lock, and it brings all the letters to capital letters. And I'm going to hit the K, unlock it, and I'm going to spell my name. I'm going to make my name shorter than what it usually is. This is what I grew up with, Christy. A lot of people call me Christy. I prefer Christine. If y'all have to, call me Christy, that's fine, but I'll answer pretty much to Chris, Christy, Christine, whatever. And I actually have a nickname from way back when called Cricket, so that's kind of funny that people used to call me Cricket. A neighbor used to call me Cricket that I grew up with. She named me Cricket. Anyway, so we'll kind of get back on the subject here. Okay, I've got my name typed in, and everything you type in or choose from your keypad, it lists everything up here. Okay, now if I decide I don't want the Y, I just hit this backspace, and it'll delete it. Now if I want to, now I'm going to put it back, but if I want to change this I to something else, you just tap right next to it, right in front of it, and you hit backspace, and it'll get rid of that I. Okay, so wherever you put your cursor on this line and you backspace, or even space to make a space in between them, that's where it's going to happen, is right there. So I'm going to backspace to get that space out of there. Okay, so that happens with anything that you put up there that ends up there. Excuse me. Now down here on the bottom right corner is a picture of the mat. So you're going to tap on that because you want to go back to your working surface, and that's what this is right here. Now you see where my name right here, Christy, has shown up. It's really, really tiny, but I'm going to make it bigger. So there's two different ways that you can actually make this bigger. You can either tap right here on this big circle. You see the big circle and the little circle? That's bigger, makes it bigger. Once you tap on it, highlights it, makes it bigger. And you can see my name getting bigger. Or if you don't, you can just make it smaller like this. Okay. Now another way that you can change the size is right here. You can tap on either width or height. I would probably do height. I usually typically do height. I don't know why I do, but I do. And it brings up this little keypad down here. You can't use the numbers on here, but you can use the arrows. So, well, there's actually several ways you can change the size. So if you want it to go pretty big, pretty quick, you tap on the upper arrows. And if you want it just a little bit at a time, like 1 point every time, a little bit higher, it'll go up that way or down, either way. But if you want to change it to like let's say like 2.0 or 2.5, just tap on this right here where the little numbers are, and it'll bring you to another screen. And this screen will tell you exactly, it tells you what you're working with, the height, and has a little keypad so you can type in, what did we say, 2.5? Let's say 2.5, and it brings it up right here in the top bar. And you can hit shift lock. Oh, you know, I don't know what that's for. Let's see what that does. I haven't even played with that one. Let me see what that does. I don't know about that one. But anyway, you can backspace if you don't like, if you want to change it to 2.0 or whatever. But I'm going to put 2.5, and we're going to hit OK. Okay, so now my wording is 2.5 inches tall. The width will automatically change to the proportion of the height, but if you want your letters to be tall and thin, but you want to keep the width, here's another way that you could change your your size. You could, right in between the word width and height, there's a little link button. It's highlighted yellow. You're going to tap on that little link button, and it'll turn white. And when it turns white, if you want if I say I want my lettering to be like 4 inches tall, but I want to keep it at 9.37, tap on the height area, and then go to your keypad again and put like 3.5 and hit OK. And it'll actually change the height, but the width will stay the same. Otherwise, if you have it highlighted, the width will actually, change according to the height. It'll keep it in proportion, I guess you could say. So that's the way you could work that.